Welcome back to Long Box Diving, where we explore comics and story arcs pulled from the long box. And it is yet another new comic book day. It is also Veterans Day, so thank you for all veterans out there and your service. I appreciate it. But on to the comic book. So first we got, as you know, what we normally do here is we kind of talk about what we picked up, what we think about it, and how the kind of story is going up to this point. So first we're going to start with the Rise of the New Gods. Death Metal #1, The Rise of the New Gods. And I don't know, this is one of those where there's all these one-shots. They're really kind of tying into the story somewhat, but not really completely. And they're kind of all over the place. It's more of anthologies, and I'm getting tired of them. To be perfectly honest, I'm done with Death Metal. Death Metal needs to be over. Okay, so let's move on. I picked up a Punchline #1. This is cover B, I believe. I like the line art behind her. I know it's kind of, but I mean that looks really pretty cool. I like that. I do like, Tinian's writing it, and we got Johns as well. So I'm not sure if it's Goff Johns. What's he doing? Of course, I can't find Sam Johns. Okay, so we got James Tinian and Sam Johns. So it looks like Sam Johns is actually the one writing this story. Art by Mike Andolfo. The art is okay. It's not too bad. I guess this is more like an origin story of Punchline. I think this is the only one I'll be picking up. I don't think I'll be picking up a 2, but I'll give it a read. If I like it, maybe I'll grab #2. But right now, though, I did buy both covers. Honestly, I bought another cover because they put one in my pool, but I kind of like this cover with the daggers on the back, dagger, kind of that. So that looks kind of. I bought it basically for the cover, but then again, it's just a regular cover underneath. All right, I don't know why I blew with money. And then we got American Vampire and #2. So American Vampire 1976, #2. The first one was really good. I've liked all the American Vampires I've ever read. I've liked them all. They've been really solid. And so far, this has been pretty solid. It's kind of going from the Sweet point of view, and he's kind of lost his vampire powers, and a lot of good stuff going on. So that's been a good story. If you haven't got American Vampire 1972 or 76 #1, you need to get it so you can read #2. It's pretty good. And then, of course, the same week that we get the other Death Metal, we get another Death Metal. I pretty much believe I'm going to be asking my LCS to, I don't want any more Death Metal. I'm done. I'm done. So now this one's got, I believe, Frank Terry. It's another anthology. So Frank Terry. We got the Batman who is Lobo. I think some of you probably saw that image on social media already. So we got the Batman who is Lobo. I don't know why. It's kind of nuts. So I don't know. We'll see. They're probably dropping this. This is the variant cover for Marvel Zombies Resurrection #4. So far, this has been honestly a pretty good zombie story. I like that Peter Parker's there. I like that he's trying to save the Richards kids. I like that it's not supposed to, he's trying to be the protective, and they're trying to destroy the zombie, and it's got the Phalanx mixed in, and a lot of interesting stuff going on here. I believe this is Philip Kennedy Johnson, which does Last God. So it's been pretty solid. Not super duper, not epic, but it's been pretty solid. I've enjoyed it, and it's been pretty good. So I've also just kind of picked up this one, Detective Comics 1030. One, I like the cover, and two, Tomasi is normally a pretty good writer. I like Batman stuff, so I'll go ahead and give it a shot. Looking through the art looked different but interesting. I wouldn't say I'm in love with it yet, but it looked pretty good. So, it's got some good stuff. Like Batman on fire. So, it looks pretty good. So, we'll read through that and see what we think. Here's another new one for me. Taskmaster #1. Now, I like Taskmaster. I like old Taskmaster. I do not like the new current version of Taskmaster where he's kind of wimpy. And he was trying to gather villains for the hunt for the Amazing Spider-Man. So, not sure. I hope this is done well. And it starts out with Taskmaster on a golf course. Alright, so, not a great start. We'll see. Well, there's got some shooting in the golf course. Okay, he's running from being shot. He gets with Nick Fury. So we'll see. I will give it a shot. I like Taskmaster. I will give it a shot. Then we have X of Swords, Wolverine Edition, number 7, 16 of 22. I have not collected them all, and I honestly have not missed much. So the art in here again is fantastic. Cassara is just, he's a great artist. Benjamin Percy does a great job with the writing. So this should be solid. I'm really kind of excited for that. Probably going to move to the top of my pile. And then we have Savage Avengers, number 14. Gary Dugan, Patrick Zircher. Zircher's art is okay, but I like the direction this thing is going. In a sense of, bringing the team back together and going after Kulan Gath, bringing Juggernaut onto the team, and it looks like they're going to be picking up Black Knight. And we have guys in white robes with hoods. Why? Are there really people with white? Never mind. And a Pegasus. So Black Knight is chopping off people with white hoods, beating them up. And then he jumps on a Pegasus, and they go to fight some bad guys. So, it looks cool. The art's done pretty well. I mean, he's not my most favorite artist, Patrick Zircher. And Dugan is normally kind of solid on most of his stories, so we'll give it a shot. And that is my pull for this week. A little more than I normally get. I am going to be dropping 2 at least, and maybe 3 out of that. So, we'll see that. So, again, it is Veterans Day, so, thanks to all the veterans that risked their lives and went out there and fought for our country, like members of my own family, and I appreciate them. And new comic book day, so have a new comic book day, and we'll see you guys next time here in the Long Box.